everybody. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the channel. I'm auntieqasmr. Today is Thanksgiving. This is a cute little Happy Thanksgiving card left in my hotel room by housekeeping. I'm in a hotel room because I am a flight attendant who makes ASMR videos in these nice, hopefully quiet hotel rooms with maybe a little bit of like white background noise. I am still a little bit sick, a little bit stuffy, so we're gonna try to do like a soft spoken video tonight. Because it is Thanksgiving, so I just wanted to sit down and share a meal with you. Obviously, I do not have anybody to share a meal with tonight, but that does not mean I did not receive one. My airline very cutely and kindly, for those of us who are either too junior to be able to get holidays off if we ask, which surprisingly at 2.5 years does not apply to me. I asked for Christmas and New Year's off next month and I got both, which means if I had asked for Thanksgiving I would have gotten it. The reason why I did not ask for Thanksgiving off is because last year I forgot to, and they just gave me Honolulu, which I could never touch with a 1,000,000 foot pole at my seniority level if it weren't a holiday situation where all the senior mamas are with their families vacationing, etc. So I kind of hoped that history would repeat itself. It did not. I'm in Montana right now. I love Montana, so it's not a big deal. I have a long layover, but the flying segments fell on Thanksgiving Day, which means I get the Thanksgiving pay, and tomorrow I'll go find something to do. I do still intend to work Christmas and New Year's because I like money, but there's a better chance that I will be able to pick up a trip that I normally would not be able to fly, like international. Neither here nor there. Point is, I am not somebody who, tried and unfortunately did not get this day off when they asked for it. But nevertheless, it is Thanksgiving and I am by myself and I am in a hotel room with a meal that my airline catered for all of us who were in our base airport today. And I originated out of base, Minneapolis, and I turned through base. I reported to work really early this morning, so I didn't think the catering would have started yet. I didn't even check. And then when I was turning back through Minneapolis this afternoon, everybody let me know where to go get food, which was great. I kind of did pick at it a little bit in between flights, and then I realized that I wanted to make this video, so I'm gonna drink some water. I'm currently using my normal Sorry, I'm gonna pause to cough. Okay, and I'm back. I'm using my normal big water bottle thermos as a microphone stand right now, so good thing I have a second big water bottle. Okay, so I'll show you my meal. Like I said, lightly picked at. We have like sage turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy, green bean casserole, stuffing. That's what I picked at the most. Stuffing is always my favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner, unless there's mac and cheese, and then it's both of those. Unfortunately, this did not have a mac and cheese option. and cranberry sauce. And it's the good kind of cranberry sauce, and by good kind of cranberry sauce, I mean the bad kind of cranberry sauce that everybody tries to shame you for liking because it comes out of a can. But I have, at many times in the past, tried to make those fancy recipes with like spices and orange zest. I just don't like it. I want applesauce but cranberry, and that's exactly what this is. The only thing that I've found that I do like adding to canned cranberry sauce is pomegranate arrows, which I happen to have some of. I recently bought 18 pomegranates, and this is the last of them. So soon I will go buy 18 more because they're selling them by the flat at Costco while they're in season. So I just dumped some pomegranate arrows on top of my canned cranberry sauce, and I think the texture and the flavor is great. I'm gonna post this video as soon as I'm done recording it, so it'll still be Thanksgiving. You've probably already had dinner with your loved ones, but maybe if somebody was there who likes to stir the pot and not the pots in the kitchen, if you know what I'm saying, if you wanted better company with your delicious meal, then you can have some delicious leftovers and we can hang out. Or if you're like me and you're solo on Thanksgiving, no, you're not. I do also have this. I was drinking one of these in my last video, and one of you had asked what it is. This is kombucha that I make myself. I'm shaking it up because it has a lot of chia seeds in it. That's what all the little floaties are. I like the texture. And I know that because I'm all like scratchy and coffee right now, nobody's gonna believe me, but I used to get sick like every month and a half, which is a problem when you need to like make money. And then I started drinking kombucha in September of last year, one a day. I started with ones that I just bought at Costco. I got sick one final time actually on Thanksgiving of last year. I was sick when I went to Honolulu. And until now, I have not gotten sick since. So, 1 year anniversary, and I'm not like sick. I just have like a lingering cold. So I feel like this has really helped me with like gut microbiome, blah, 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 immunity. I don't know. But I make it myself now, and it's a fun hobby. I use pu'er tea as the base for mine, which I've never seen commercially. I've seen black and green, and that's it. And pu'er tea is aged in already fermented tea leaves, and then kombucha is fermented tea. So this is not backed by science whatsoever, but in my brain, fermented once is good, so fermented twice must be great. So I use pu'er tea, and I flavor it with all kinds of different juices, and I always put chia seeds because I like the texture. And cheese. she's carbonated. This one is, I can read that, you can't read that. It's mango ginger, which is one of my favorite flavor combos that I make. And the warming sensation from the ginger really helps my throat. So hopefully I will not cough as much for the rest of the video. I'm going to start with some mashed potatoes. These are good. I like mashed potatoes that are made from red potatoes. Where it still has some of the skin, which is what this is. I was thinking about like what I'm grateful for today, and it's definitely like this job is a huge part of it. Definitely, I don't typically love green bean casserole. Like if I were gonna be in charge of hosting and cooking at Thanksgiving, which I have done in the past just for my family, I would leave it off my menu. But this is not bad. It's pretty good. One of my crew members is a native Minnesotan, so he was calling it green bean hot dish, which I guess is like what casseroles are called. I don't know if that's in all of the Midwest or just in Minnesota, but people call casseroles hot dish. But yeah, I'm just really thankful for my job, the fact that I enjoy it. I was talking about my job in my last video, as I do in basically all my videos, because I get off work, I come to these hotels and I yap, and what have I been thinking about all day? Work. But I was talking about my crew in the last video, and somebody had commented about how it sounds like so lovely to be able to, like 99.999% of the times, I'm working with people that I would love to hang out with, just like on the day-to-day. And a lot of flight attendants are like ships passing in the night because a lot of us commute. So with the amount of time it takes to be a flight attendant, like schedule-wise, work-wise, and then additional time spent commuting from different states, like, you would just never really have a moment to hang out with these people. So you meet them, you work with them, you have a great time. And somebody had commented how it sounds really nice to be in an environment where you really like your coworkers. And that is so true. I meet great people. I go to great places with work, like paid, like when I'm actually working trips to destinations, but like I kind of touched on it 2.5 years in. It's not like my whole schedule is made up of Japan and Korea and, Netherlands. I'm a domestic girly. I'm a junior flight attendant, but I get the occasional trip like that. But it's not just when I'm working the trips, you get flight benefits. So I've been able to travel so much since starting this job, which is all I ever wanted to do. And I get to share those benefits with my parents, and I have companions that I can travel with. So that's an entire world of opportunity, and it just gives me this balance and flexibility. Like when I'm not at work, I am not thinking about work. This job does not come home with you. So when I'm at home, it's all about my cats and my plants, and just like the time that I very, very much, very thoroughly enjoy spending alone. I'm really dialing in my kombucha. Brewing it myself is like kind of new to me. I think this is like my 4th batch of making my own, and this batch is really good, if I do say so myself. But, like I was saying, I'm really grateful to the way that my work is work. My work does not live at home. My home life is like this nice bubble of things that I enjoy and that make me happy. And yet work is another separate bubble of things that I really enjoy and make me happy. And it's like two halves to a whole, to the point where like I said in the last video about the gap between uploads, because I was at home trying to like get better, and then clearly it's still lingering, so I had to just like pick up and move on, because sitting around and doing nothing is relaxing for a while and then it starts to bother me, so I just went back to work. And it was so nice to like shake the dust off my bones and have a great trip with great people and feel all of that like enthusiasm. Like I was so happy being at work. But then typically if I'm not sick, I work quite a lot. So it was also so nice to have spent that much consecutive time at home that like I was thrilled being on the trip. And then when the trip was ending, I was like giddy to be headed back home. I like skipped a little bit on my way out of the airport. I changed into my human clothes. I got out of my uniform before I left the airport, because I wanted to go to Target and I got bubble bath and I was like giddy. I was like, I had such a good trip. It felt good to like move again after just like being sick and trying to like rest a lot, which was starting to get on my nerves. So it felt really good to be out and like enjoying my job, talking to people. And you'd think like that would like make me want to like pick up another trip right away and give up my days off, but like I was like, oh my god, I had this whole night planned out, getting bubble bath and like hanging out with my cats, and like before I could even like finish putting my uniform and suitcase away, I just got sidetracked by all of my plants. And like as soon as I get home, I'm in my home world, which is like balanced and very fulfilling. I wasn't really somebody that had a lot of hobbies before. I've always enjoyed like hiking. I like going to concerts, but there's not much that like I'd really like do or make or like tinker with besides like knitting. And I have just found like so much joy in plants now that I can finally keep them alive. It's like all I want to talk about, so we'll have a plant tour video coming soon. I'm telling you, pomegranate on jellied cranberry sauce. If you love yourself a cranberry sauce out of the can and you are tired, fed up with people trying to shame you for it, and you want to serve it with pride, okay, at your next Thanksgiving or Christmas, pomegranate arrows on top, because it will not deteriorate your experience of enjoying the poor quality cranberry sauce that you like. It's like the flavors go really nicely together. I don't like orange and cranberry, and that's like every recipe for like homemade cranberry sauce. It's like orange and cranberry, and it's not good. Citrus is not yummy anymore after you simmer it. It tastes funny. I don't like it. Pomegranate on top. It tastes great together. It has a nice texture. And it gives that little like zhuzh that's gonna make all your haters think that you really did something. And you did. You really did. I'm really just like thankful for the way that my life is right now. It's going at a good clip. I like what I'm doing. The balance is there. I'm able to take time away if I'm sick and I need to. I have that flexibility. If I want to take time away and travel, I can absolutely do that. I am great people in my life. Few, because I am an introvert. And I will maintain a friendship with you for 20 plus years. I am 28 years old. My longest enduring friendship is a 24-year-long friendship with my best friend that I met in preschool. Every time around this time of year, when we're getting to the holidays, we had gone to Catholic school, at least for elementary school. I don't observe. I'm an atheist, but I didn't pick my preschool. We would, Christmas, not pageants, but like festivities. And there is this photo of he and I at age 4, looking like the cutest little dumplings in our Christmas outfits and our little cheeks and our like bright cherubic faces, holding up sleigh bells in one hand, holding each other's hands together with the other. And this is back when it was taken on a Kodak, okay, disposable film camera. I had those printed. I put them in cheap frames. I collected sparkles at the time when I was that age. People have like rock collections. I had a sparkle collection, a glitter collection, and you might be thinking like how bead artists use like fishing, like trapping containers with all of like the segments, and you're probably thinking like I have all my glitters organized. No. I had all my glitters inside of a Ziploc sandwich bag size. Don't think big, and don't think thick gallon freezer bag where it's a sandwich bag, with glitters of different sizes and shapes. Ones that would perforate little holes that look like my freaking cat had like nibbled, and then the small glitters would fall out. And that's what I kept my glitters in. And I picked out these ones that had like a flower kind of starburst-y shape, and Elmer's glued them around the green frame. And that photo is 100% in the frame still somewhere at my parents' house. But like, that's my speed. I can maintain. If I've known you for a year, I've known you for life, kind of thing. But I haven't made a new friend like since before I became an adult. I don't know how people make friends as adults. But also, in the words of Tom Segura, I'm all friended up. I got my good ones, and that's all I can manage. I meet people, and I like them. I could see myself like hanging out with them, but like all my friends have so much time in that like we don't actually have to do any maintenance. Like, we don't really have to like talk about anything. We just send each other stupid stuff back and forth on Instagram, and when I'm in town I'll see them, and if I need somebody I know that they're there, like, for life. But what was I even saying with that? Like, I'm 28 years old and all my friends are like older, strong friendships, so I'm surrounded by good people that I trust, and that's amazing. Everybody that I hold closest to me is in good health. And I am in, as I sniffle, I am in good health. I'm thankful for that. And I'm just like overall pretty stoked about life and like pretty thrilled to be here. I think that's kind of cool. Sorry, I paused. There was a focus. Hello? There was a train passing. I hope that you didn't really hear that. Train passing through. I think it's gone now. With the quality of my voice, this is gonna be like a semi ASMR video as it is, so hopefully that wasn't too intrusive. I don't know. I drink these every day, like I said. Kombucha is a fermented drink, which means like there's alcohol being produced. Will you get drunk off of kombucha? Absolutely no. Can you consume alcohol before acting in a flight attendant capacity? No, you may not. 8 hours bottle to throttle, as we say in America. 10 hours if you're departing the Netherlands, Amsterdam, which is the only TO that I have ever worked that has a different rule because I don't get to work many TOs. Transoceanics. So anyway, I plan my daily consumption of kombucha around my flying schedule so that it is legal, okay? If you are the FAA or an airline representative watching this video, I have a 37-hour layover starting about 2 hours ago when I got here. So I have 35 more hours before my next report time, which is another hour before I actually am flying. Fun little tidbit about trying to be healthy and benefit your immune system. So, what I would like to know is, if you are watching this video, what camp do you fall into? Are you like me, rocking a solo Thanksgiving, hanging out virtually, or did you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and you're eating some wonderful leftovers and you would be so kind as to throw me some engagement on my channel? Or did you have a Thanksgiving that you attended but maybe the company was not so savory as the food was. So now you're hanging out with me. That's what I want to know. And then I want to know, what are you most thankful for this year? And what are you looking forward to most next year? I'm big on like practicing gratitude. I journal frequently. It's oftentimes an everyday habit, but it ebbs and flows. But I find it to be very helpful for me in like staying mindful and present. And I don't set out to do gratitude journaling. I don't practice any journaling format. Honestly, it just started as like word vomit on a page, and something that I gave no credence to whatsoever. I just heard a lot of people talk about it, and I thought it sounded really new agey and floofy and silly, and like it kind of is, but it works for me. So if it works, it works. So I do that, and it just forces a habit of like, I notice things that are making me happy, I think about those things that are making me happy, it amplifies happiness in my life. So maybe take some time out more frequently than a holiday or, a celebration, to think about what's worth celebrating. Because a lot of stuff is. Excuse my sort of barbaric eating. I don't actually have a knife, plastic or otherwise. Also, speaking about like happiness and like brain stuff, people hate on turkey because it's like dry and bland and like, yeah, but also that's not always a bad thing. I kind of love, one second, sorry, I love flavorful, savory, salty, sour, fermented, all kinds of different flavor profiles in foods, but I also am a texture eater, and a lot of people say that in a bad way, and there is definitely a bad side to it. Like, I don't mess around with seafood. I hate the texture of seafood. But like, I love the texture of tofu. These chia seeds, they taste like nothing, but they kind of congeal together in, I don't want to say snot, because you're eating, but like, and I know that that's like a big texture that's appreciated in like Japan, but not in a lot of other food cultures. Like, I've never had natto, but I think that I might like it if I tried it, because like, I like soybeans, I like fermented things, and I like slimy things just fine. But a lot of the things that I like because of the texture, also as like a byproduct of what it is like not the most flavorful thing in the world, but I like eating it. And turkey kind of doesn't really tick those boxes, but like, when, I don't know, I like it because it reminds me of that, and then it also reminds me of pickin' chicken. And if you don't know what pickin' chicken is, it's something that my mom used to do for me, where she would, when I was a kid, I was a carnivorous little child, I only wanted to eat like steak. And that kind of freaked her out because I would like to eat like bloody. We know it's not blood, but she likes to call it blood. And she like freaked her out. So she would buy me chickens, whole chicken from the grocery store, and I sometimes boil it, sometimes I think most of the time put it in the crock pot until it was all fallen off the bone. She would pick in the chicken off the bone, and then I love salt. I love salt. I don't want my food to be like, you know how they say like you're not supposed to taste the salinity of something, but you're supposed to be able to notice if it was missing. Like salt is supposed to like magically round out everything. No. I want my food to be like balanced plus. Not with everything that I eat, but I like the taste. I like salt. I like my food on the salty side. When I make something that I think is delicious, my mom especially is like pretty sensitive. Sorry, coughing again. My mom is kind of like sensitive to salt. So if I make something salty like I like it, she's gonna be like, it's so salty, it's irritating me. Then I met people who like their food like that, would be happy to eat it, and I've met people like my mom. So she would get me this chicken, right, and she would cook it, slow cook it till it was like she would pick it off the bone, she would give it to me in a bowl with shredded pickin' chicken, and then just the shaker of table salt, and I would just eat little pickfuls of pickin' chicken with as much salt as I want. Which I realized I've been craving without realizing lately, because I have bought 2 rotisserie chickens in a row. I got one from Costco. I made goat cheese polenta with Brussels sprouts and the Costco chicken. And then I was like, that was tasty. So then I got another one. I pulled all the skin off, because you know it comes in like the bag, so the skin is soggy. I removed the skin from the whole chicken. I laid it out on a sheet tray. I covered it with more salt. I put it in the oven until it was crispy. I took the rest of the chicken meat off the bone, put it in my stand mixer, and whisked it around until it was shredded. And then I just had shredded chicken, chicken skin chips, and goat cheese. And it was great. I was eating with chopsticks. I would have like a piece of chicken skin, take a little nibble, grab my chopsticks and pick up a pick of pickin' chicken, eat that, pinch a little bit of goat cheese, salty goat cheese, and then I was like, what am I eating right now? And then I realized, like, I'm eating pickin' chicken. Which, like, yeah, when I describe that, sounds bland, but it's a delightful experience, and you should learn to think about turkey in that manner, because turkey is full of L-theanine, which is why when people talk about they eat a bunch of turkey at Thanksgiving and they go to sleep, it is because of the turkey. L-theanine relaxes you, makes you drowsy, makes you get good sleep, and then also, I'm not a scientist, I don't know what, okay? But according to the Google University, L-theanine is your body's building blocks for making happy chemicals in your brain. So it's good to eat turkey because it has a bunch of L-theanine in it. I don't know about a bunch, but like it has more than chicken, I think. And that's why people also enjoy drinking matcha. I had a matcha this morning. High quality, ceremonial grade matcha. None of this cooking grade, baking grade BS that you're being peddled, masquerading as actual matcha, okay? Ceremonial grade matcha. I had that this morning. People love it because you're consuming the whole tea leaf. You got a bunch of like catechin antioxidants. It's very nutritious in that sense. It has that nice bit of caffeine, but because of the L-theanine, which is relaxing to your body, you don't get like that jittery spike and the crash afterward. You like just ride it out. Just ride it out nice and smooth until you go to bed, and then your brain starts eating away at the L-theanine and doing good stuff. Not a scientist, not a nutritionist. I'm literally just a chill guy, okay? But for an introvert, I don't have a lot of nonsense to say. This turkey's really good though. This turkey's not bland. The sage is really doing something. And I don't obviously have a table shaker of salt right now, and it still is yummy. So it's probably like brined or something. And it was not dry when I got it, okay? But it's since been microwaved, so cut it some slack. I also totally understand if turkey's just like not your thing. I I love it when people don't just do things because they're tradition. Like if you don't like turkey but your family celebrates Thanksgiving, like what is your meal? What do you eat? What do you like? What's your tradition that you made? And to anybody out there, like what's your favorite? Like, if the turkey doesn't have insert item, I'm not pulling up. Like, what is your favorite? What do you want at Thanksgiving dinner? What's your favorite dish at a Thanksgiving dinner? I'm so sorry that I'm still all stuffy like this. I know that this is like not like pleasant ASMR. I'm trying to get better. I don't know what I need to do at this point other than continue to wait it out. I was thinking the other day, like, you know, I was in the last video, like I had gotten sick, cold, like just a mild cold in October, but then it lingered. I was still stuffy and kind of gunky right up until the day I got this. And this got me a little good. Not good, but a little good. Like, I did not call out of work the whole time I had whatever cold I had in October. And I also did not call out of work for this either. It was not that serious. If I had to have gone to work, I would have, if I couldn't have made it work in my schedule without calling out. But another thing to be thankful for, like I mentioned, the flexibility. I was able to move my schedule around to trade off of those trips, and I took like a week and a half off to try to get over this, because it was really irritating to fly and like go through a bunch of elevation changes and cabin pressurization when you're already like coffee and gunky and under pressure. It's really not pleasant. And like the dry cabin air when you're already coughing and like your eyes are already dry. Not the best. So I traded all the trips. I took like a week and a half off of work to rest. And I really did. I let everything that was not essential and everything that could get done later, I let it go. I didn't even do my laundry until last night. I let it all pile up, which I hate doing. Like I mentioned, I'm getting better about that, and now I don't like when it happens, but I let it happen so I could rest. And I didn't get better, but I started to get annoyed that I wasn't going to work and I wasn't doing anything productive. So I'm at a point now with my body, with whatever this is, where it's like, alright, we tried it your way. I tried to just take it easy for you so you could throw your little fit and get out. Now we're gonna do it my way. And my way is going back to my daily routine and letting you know that I am the boss of this body. We're gonna go to work, we're gonna get up, we're gonna be productive. You're not gonna stop me, so you best just go. I know that that's not how illness works, but also, like I said, I used to get sick like every month and a half. I used to get like chronic infections. So like if I was like sick, I would know, I would seek medical help from a doctor. But this is just a really bitchy, annoying, lingering, seasonal thing that's bothering me. cranberry with pomegranate is so good. And that is my solo flight attendant hotel room Thanksgiving. Thank you for sharing it with me. Food was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Listen, my mama did not raise me to complain about a free meal. But even if she had raised me without manners, I would not scoff at that. That was tasty, and I very much appreciated it. So please do let me know, how was your Thanksgiving? Why are you watching this video? Is it just because you like me? Do you want to hang out with me? Did your Thanksgiving leave something to be desired? Was your family kind of annoying? You know, was there any drama at the dinner table? Please spill the tea. I want to know. If you're just having leftovers with me, that's cool. Was it as good as the first time? How did you reheat it? Did you microwave it? Because if you did, I hope you didn't microwave the roll, because that doesn't really work. What's your favorite Thanksgiving thing? If you don't eat turkey, what is it that you do instead? What are you grateful for? If you agree that it's important to not just practice gratitude during holidays or celebrations, what kind of practice do you have for that? Is it just something that you're really it's natural for you to just keep that at top of mind, or do you journal? Do you post like little affirmations? Stuff like that. And again, I'm really sorry that my voice is not voicing, that the AS is not MR right now. I'm trying to get better as fast as I can. I'm drinking the matcha, I'm drinking the kombucha. I got the other one. I brought two. Drink one tomorrow on my layover. I make one of elderberry and ginger. All things that are supposed to be good for you. I'm drinking lots of water. I am resting when I'm not working. So hopefully this maybe like semi ASMR video worked out for you, even if it didn't bring you like the really specific kind of relaxation that a true ASMR video would. Hopefully tonight we could just get together for the vibes. And I think it's gonna be like that in maybe the next, well, I have another trip after this, so you'll probably see a couple more hotel room videos from me, but not of the usual crisp lo-fi quality, just because of the quality of my voice. But after that, I do want to try to make a video in my own home. I have been paying attention to what times of day seem to be the noisiest. And it does seem to be like mid-afternoon, the pipe knocking kind of takes a lull. And my neighbors really aren't too noisy very often. They cut loose a little bit on Fridays and the weekends, but that's absolutely fair. But, the way that the building was built back in 1920, I don't know if it has anything to do with that either, but when they are partying, I can hear them. I'm just glad that it's not often. So that's not really one of my main concerns. Street traffic, sirens, stuff like that. I'm gonna try to get a Bluetooth lapel mic off Amazon, like I had mentioned. Something of a similar kind of caliber to what I'm working with right now, but maybe just that inchiest bit more sophisticated. My hope is that it'll be Bluetooth, it'll be a Bluetooth lapel mic, so I can use both of my hands and move with it, so I'm not just fixed around a water bottle microphone stand, so that I can make that plant video. And hopefully, if it's just that tiniest bit more sophisticated, I'm not even gonna say better quality, but just slightly more sophisticated, same genre, right? Just cordless, which is just a little touch of sophistication. Maybe, hopefully, it'll, I don't know the right terminology. And if you're picking up what I'm putting down and you are somebody who knows about audio and microphones but also understands the level that I'm at and the kind of production quality that I am aiming to achieve and am capable of achieving, if you get the vibe here, and if you know what I'm trying to say when I mentioned that I wanted to try to maybe get something a little bit more sophisticated so that I can speak with both hands, not be tied to a water bottle mic stand, and hopefully with that little touch more tech, if I'm speaking into the mic, it'll be omnidirectional, I don't know if that's the word, where it's really good at just picking up what I am saying if I'm speaking into it, and it will be pretty good at not focusing on amplifying ambient noises from the environment. If any of that made sense to you, and you know of a good suggestion that is a my speed suggestion, I record on my phone, okay? And it has to be something that I can travel with, because most of my videos have been and will continue to be made in hotels. If you think you have something to suggest that fits that bill, I would also love if you would share that. But that's about it for now. Please leave your comments down below, answering any of my queries. I really hope that you had a good day today. I really hope that you had a good day today. You deserve good days. And it's nice if your Thanksgiving is a good Thanksgiving, but like I said, it's not something that I think we should only be doing one day out of the year. But a lot of us do, and that puts a lot of undue pressure on this one day, and we make plans, and the best laid plans always seem to fall apart. So if you had all of this, you probably put a lot of effort into something today. You made something, you hosted people that you care about, it was an environment that you were trying to nurture. And if that didn't work out for you, I'm really sorry. But just know that, what day is it? It's just a Thursday. And you can do that for yourself or with a better curated group of individuals at any time. Or you can do it here. We try to have positive vibes over here. So I hope you had them today, and if you didn't, I am trying to send them your way. They're coming as fast as they can.